So here we go again. So this is part 5, February 18th and 19th of 2018. I had my daughter for the family day-long weekend. Given the history of all the false allegations of physical abuse made by my ex, I'm always on high alert. Little book that travels with her, communication book. It was noted, no sore privates or rashes when asked. Her child was 4 at the time. So I took this as a threat that she was going to frame me again, or at least try to frame me. So what I did was the day before I had to bring her back, I contacted Children's Aid. And I informed them that I feared for my safety and well-being, and that I feared my ex was going to frame me. The following day, I took my daughter and I to the hospital. And there's the date, February 18th, okay. And these are screenshots from a video I took. So what happened was my daughter was physically examined by a female physician, doctor. I explained to her exactly what was going on. And what I feared, the daycare provider who had noted that has teenage boys in the home, who works for a daycare provider called We Watch. And I feared, well, if they're asking my 4-year-old if her privates are sore without any explanation with boys in the house, I figured I had better have her examined before I take her home. So I did that with a clean bill of health. We left the hospital. Video recorded us driving directly to the police station, where I asked the police to call the mother to pick her up right now. We left the hospital at 4:45. We arrived at the police station at 5 o'clock. I have the video documentation of us driving. So then I took her to, like I say, to the hospital. And here it says normal genitalia. Okay? How sad is this that I have to go through this crap? There's the triage time, okay, for my daughter. Interesting, right? So there's the triage time. Now, I never told anybody I took my daughter to the hospital. Any event, it was because I wanted her to get caught for lying. I had asked her to meet us there through email. She refused. Here's some more screenshots. That's us leaving the parking lot across the street from the Peterborough Regional Hospital. As you can see there. I put this together to give to Children's Aid after. There's a picture of her mother's van showing up. This is all part of the video I took at 5:36 when she arrived. Okay. The mother's visit. Well, this is interesting. So unknown to Children's Aid, whom she called to meet her at the hospital. This is where it gets great. She meets up, and here is the waiting for CAS. Triage time of 20:25. So she was there at 8:25 after she had, I guess, phoned police. Here's what mom states. Mom states, dad hit patient with belt across the buttocks, claiming I beat my child with a belt. Meanwhile, she picked her up at 6 o'clock, and and I have that other, well, like you just saw there, there's my, the triage from when I went. It said genitalia normal. There's no red marks or beatings, bruises, or nothing on my child. And then the mother brings her back at 8:25 claiming I hit my kid with a belt. Again, trying to take my child from me. Backfired on her. Here's what the doctor said it was from their triage. Diaper rash. Sad part is, she brought her there with a wet pull-up. I believe it says here. Yes. Right here. Wearing pull-up diaper. Not dry. Okay? And there's the triage time. So, interesting. So then the Children's Aid did a report where they investigated. And here's what they said. Upon conclusion of the investigation, the society did not verify that you had physically harmed Jewel. She tried to frame me for hurting my child again. No charges laid. Children's Aid seems to think that they don't, well, they're claiming they don't know what's going on. Oh, yes. So, and this is in the Children's Aid report. Try not to make this video too long, but yeah. Kawartha Halliburton Children's Aid Society. Here's the date that I requested this information from them. Okay. And here's what it is here. On February 18th, Wayne contacted the society with concerns that his former partner may make false allegations about him. And then what happened? Oh, would you look at that? The next day, they received a report that while bathing the child, she observed bright red marks on the child's right buttocks. And again, concerns regarding physical harm. And they did not verify those concerns. No charges laid. Children's Aid claims the only concerns they have is emotional harm due to parental conflict. Meanwhile, if the police and Children's Aid would hold this person accountable for their actions, like Caroline's a 46, 47-year-old woman behaving like this. And all I've asked for the entire time is equality with my child. 50-50. And what am I being met with? Countless police involvements with false allegations of child abuse, incidences where she's actually trying to frame me for it. One incident where she was actually arrested at her home for the face painting incident. So we're talking, this is the fourth time she's tried to have me incarcerated. And when Children's Aid and the police investigate, they find that it's false. I don't understand what is going on. This is negligence and or corruption. It's got to be one of the two or both. Because these are supposed to be educated people working for our police department and Children's Aid in Peterborough. They're receiving all these foolish complaints, and I'm meeting them with documented evidence and steps that I have to take to protect myself. And this woman has yet to be charged. This is ridiculous. This is an invasion of my Charter of Rights. I'm not being protected under the same laws as everybody else in this country, and something needs to be done about it.